Hello, thank you so much for joining me, and today we're going to be doing crafts with mudlarking finds. Today's craft is definitely a head scratcher. Okay, so on the Facebook page for Manchester Mudlarks, I put a picture of this on, which is a glass box, and I said, right, what can I do with this? I've had it saved for a while for a project. No idea what project for, by the way. That's why I ask you. And you came forward with quite a few ideas, so I've sort of cobbled together a couple of ideas, and I've roughly picked, let me just send you down to my desk, I've roughly sort of picked out a few bits and pieces and papers and whatnot, and I'm hoping that we can turn it into something that slightly resembles a nice craft. Right, so, okay, first thing we're going to do, let's just start straight away, let's just get straight into it, is this effect on here. Painted butterfly. Someone said, oh, why don't you just paint it and make it look nice? I don't want it to look nice. Don't want it to look pretty. That's not my style. I tried that once with potion bottles, and I did lovely pink glittery bottle. I can't stand, they're in the hall. I can't even look at them. So pretty and pink and nice is not really my style. Okay, so I want to get rid of it. What I have got is a scraper. It's a cheap one. Cheap Stanley blade scraper, because I just want to get rid of all this paint. Sorry, let's just move that a smidge. All this paint on here. Don't know if you see. Scraping it off. See, it's coming off nicely. So I'll just tackle all this. I'll do the lid and little bits on the side here, and bring you back when it's all nice and clear. Okay, that's done, and that took a little bit longer than I thought it would. Listen, it only took about 20 minutes, but it was a painful 20 minutes. But it did the job. It scraped the paint off. And I'm not going to leave it all fully clear. I am going to decorate it. Me scratching my head is me not actually knowing how I'm going to decorate it yet. Oh, okay. Definitely want to use some paper somewhere. I also want to use some of this new stuff that I got. This like fake soily mossy thing. I can't think of another way to describe it. So a soily mossy thing. Right, so which way do we want? We're going to have it this way. Okay, we're going to have it that way. So to get into it, we need to open it up that way. Does it need legs? Legs. I think it does. I think it needs legs. There we go. I've got 4 cotton reels. 4 cotton reels. What are we thinking? Yes, I think so, because I can put, sorry, the silence was me thinking. Right, I can glue though. No, I can just decorate it first. No, the bottom's going to be grass. I'm going to put grass on the bottom. Okay. I won't do that yet, so I won't put those on yet. Honestly, I haven't really thought it through. Right, okay, so if the grass is going to go at the bottom, I'm going to decoupage it. Okay, I'm going to decoupage it sort of one corner thing. I'm not going to stick that hole in one piece, but I'm thinking bit at the back, bit at the side, bit at the top. Okay, something like that. Should we glue the feet on first? No, I'm going to leave the feet. I'm going to decoupage this first. So let's get a little pot. Let's get a decoupage glue. Oh gosh, try and open it. There we go. There we go. I don't know what this paper's going to look like through the glass. I presume it's going to still look okay on the other side. If it doesn't, I'll just decoupage the other side as well. So it's a learning curve for us all. Right, let me get a decent brush. Okay. So I'm just gonna put it on where I want the paper to go. Just want it to go in this corner and the back bit, ideally. Okay, let's start putting a little bit of that on. Just the edges that I haven't got glue on, I will be tearing off. Right, you get the idea. I'm just going to decoupage that all up and I'll bring you back when I've dried it. So I'll carry on doing the same, just in that corner. I'll dry it, bring you back, then we'll have another look at it and see what we feel. So that's more or less dry now. A few little wet bits here where the glue was a little bit thicker. Doesn't matter, we can still work with that. Right, okay, so I've cut a piece of that like soily moss sheet there, which I got from Temu, by the way, T-E-M-U. I'm sure you all know about that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stick it in the bottom of there. So we might as well use some E6000, sorry. I think the Plus is the UK version, which means it's safe. It's not got, you know, the E6000 is normally a little bit toxic to breathe in. But the E6000 Plus is the one that isn't toxic to breathe in, okay? I think the UK laws meant that they had to have this sort. Right, so let's put a little bit of this E6000 on. In fact, I think I might have unbunged the glue gun from last time. We'll see. I'll stick it on and see. So we'll have this for the permanent fix. And then I'll put some hot glue on if I can for the instant fix. There we go, just put blobs on. Let's see if this glue gun is working. Right, I think we've got glue. Just tangled up 1 second. I think we've got glue. Super tiny bits, but it's better than nothing. Sorry. Okay, we've got a little bit of both on there. Just going to stick it in the bottom. Okay, let's have a little lift up of that. So far we've got a little decoupaged area there with the old newspaper, from Snowy Dump. That grassy moss thing off Temu. Right, okay. Let's see how we can show you what we've got going on there. And the idea was, I haven't actually said, have I? Somebody said a toy box. Somebody says a treasure chest. So I'm sort of combining toys, games, you know, things, toys, games, children, things like that. Okay, in this box here. So that's what the idea is behind it anyway. So toys, games, things like that, children. Yep. So that is hopefully what this is going to turn into. Back to down here. I think that corner here is looking a little bit bare, so I have got some metal corners. Okay, so let me just pop it in, see what it looks like. Ooh, it's sliding down, but you know what? Let me just look at it flat. That looks okay. It's adding a little bit of interest. I'm going to stick it on with hot glue because it doesn't need to be strong. This is not heavy, this metal corner. You can get these from eBay or Temu. I got this one from Temu. There we go. You see? Just gives that corner a little bit of something. Okay, simple as that. Oh, right, oh, the lid. Right, okay, let's have a go at the lid. Right, I was going to cut out a little phrase to go on there, but the vinyl that I have for my Cricut machine, I think is a little bit old. I need to replace it. It just wouldn't lie. It wouldn't lie flat on the backing sheet, and it bubbled up, so I pulled it up to lie it down flat, and that was the end of that. It never went. It just went even worse. So, right. So what I'm going to do, what I have done, sorry, is I'm just going to show you now. I'm just going to cut it out. Is I printed the phrase I was actually going to cut out onto some sticky, clear, printable sticker paper. Okay, probably said far too many words there, but it's clear, sticky printer sticker paper. I don't know how else to put it. Somebody gave it me. I have bought it before and I did find it quite expensive. Hence why when I printed it out, I printed 3 just in case I ever needed it again. So anyway, so I couldn't cut out on my Cricut machine, but everyone's got a printer, haven't you? So the idea is that anyone can print out a phrase on a clear sticker and stick it on something. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to cut round that, just in a square, just round it in an oblong. I'm going to put that onto the top of here, right, as if I had cut it out of a sticker. So sticker paper is fine. I haven't used this one before. A long time ago I did use one. You know what? I wonder if I could make the corners a bit fancier. Not that you really... Hang on. Just wait 1 second. I think I might have some crocodile clippers. Okay, just because I can, I'm going to. I did have 2 of these. I don't know where the other one's gone. I'm just going to make a fancy little corner. These are called a crocodile, I think. So you can see. It's going to be clear anyway, but I'm just going to put that corner on it just in case you can see it. These are great things. This one does 2 different things. It does an angle, which is a photo, that just goes straight across, and the photo which just puts that point on it. So the other one just goes straight across, and that one just does the other one does a point. They're expensive, but they are really good. Okay, so let's pop that in there. Okay, just gonna get my top because that's the closest thing to hand to make sure did wipe it down with a wipe when I took off all the stuff on the inside. I did both sides, so okay, let's go for it. Just gonna, and it says, sorry, in these moments, time stood still. Playing with toys, playing with games, playing with your dolls, playing cards, playing marbles, whatever it is that's going in here. I thought this was an appropriate little phrase. There you go. In these moments, time stood still. So I think that's great, putting a sticker on there. Okay, right, so that's done. We've got our grass in there. We've got our corner. Okay, so we're going to put the legs on yet? Yeah, should we put our legs on? Before we start filling it up. Okay, let me just put that there so it doesn't open up. That didn't work. There you go. Okay, right. Hot glue gun. Let's see. These are just old cotton reels. Okay, 1, 2. Oops, that didn't work. 3, 4. Let's make sure they are sort of similar. Okay, I'm going to put those on there for legs. Okay, there we go. Oof, right, always run out of glue with that, even when it's working. You think it's working okay? Right, okay, so those are glued on there. Just pop that over there. Let's move that out the way. Okay, we've got our that's great. So far, so good. We've got a little box. Opens up like that should we wish to take things out of it. Okay, right. Let's see what we've got to be going on with. What toys and games have we got? 1 second. I need to get something else. 1 sec. Another cotton reel, sorry. Okay, right. We definitely want some cards. I bought from an antique shop a set of tiny cards. And there was a set of 2 cards and a little booklet in a box, in an old box. I've let Meadow keep 1 set of cards because she likes to play cards. And I've got another set that I will use. She's got the full set, this one's got a couple missing. So I will use these little tiny cards for my crafting. Just got a picture on the side like that. But the date on it, on the book, in that box of cards was 1933. So they're 90 years old, these cards. So I've just chosen 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. What I want to do is I want to glue them like that and then put them somewhere in there. Okay, so let's move that box. Let's move it away a little bit. So I'm just going to bring my chair a bit close to the table. Right, so let's glue these together. Don't worry, they might be old, but they're not worth anything, okay? Both packs of cards cost me £4 in total, okay? So they're not a card that's worth anything. So don't think I'm destroying an antique, a valuable antique, because I'm not, okay? There we go, and then the ace. Yeah, I think they do think this glue gun really is struggling. I thought it sort of mended itself, but it hasn't. It hasn't. Right, okay, it's doing the job slowly for us, isn't it? So there we go, we've got a little pack of cards. Not sure where that will go in there yet. That's what I've got the other cork. Right, I'm just going to place it in. It means nothing. It means nothing. It's just that I've put it in there, okay, right. I've also got, these are moulds, or, you know, things I've moulded using the mould from, that was the little figure Charlotte found. Charlotte found that little figure and she sent me a little mould of it, okay. So that's a little crackerjack toy, I think. That's a little doll's head. One of my doll's heads are made into a mould, and that's just a resin cast of it, okay. And that is a little resin caster made of one of the frozen Charlottes that I found. They're all nice, but they're the wrong colour, really. I want them to be a bit more creamier colour than that one. That one's not too bad, actually. That one's not too bad. But I just want them to be less shiny and more matte-like. So I'm going to paint them. I'm going to use paint that the paint that you usually sort of do clay pipes with, that sort of thing. Okay, that's buttermilk paint. Bit shake, sorry. Let's give it a shake. Okay. Right, so I'm just looking for a piece of paper to put underneath it. Right, no. Right, yes, we can have that. Didn't use that. Right, there we go. I'm just going to paint these a little bit of a creamy colour. I could use my originals, but I've only found a few of the frozen Charlottes and I've got them on display. So that's why I took a mould of them, so that I could use them for crafts. Okay, I don't know if you can see the difference from up there. Just a bit creamier, not quite as shiny. Well, you can't tell till it's dry, but not quite as shiny. I might give this one some rosy cheeks, this doll's head. So these are just like little kids' toys, aren't they? Hence the sort of toy box theme that was given to me. Okay, just going to dry those with the heat gun, then I shall come back to you. Okay, so I've painted these 3 little moulds of little toy figures with a buttermilk acrylic paint, just to take the whiteness off them a little bit. They look a little bit better like that. A bit creamier, just look a bit older. Okay, I think we might give her cheeks, her little red cheeks, if we can. I don't know, I'll tell you what, I'll just get it directly out of it, so I'm not using a full thing. Right, maybe got a bit of that paint on. So just want to just sort of dry. It's a bit big, that brush, a bit big. 1 second, that's better. So I'll just put the brush in the paint, and then basically I wipe the paint off. Okay. Let's see what mess we make of this. Should we just do it with my finger? Might just do it with my finger. I might just dab it on with my finger. It looks more thingy on here. On the camera it looks like it's quite liney. But in front of me it looks more blush-like, which is strange. There you go. Bit better. And then I'm going to, have I got any black? Should we see if we've got any black around? Right, I'm just going to look and hunt down some black paint. No, gone for blue. Just found a little bit of blue paint. It's actually porcelain paint. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's to hand. We'll use it. It looks worse on the camera. It looks okay. Looks okay to the naked eye. So maybe if just naked eyes look at it rather than the camera, which is it probably goes for all my crafts actually. Right, okay. So she looks a little bit nicer. That's just if I was in Charlotte, so she looks like she looks. Should we just make her look a little bit older? Do you think? What colour is that? Might give her a little bit of a brush of, you know, just to give it a bit of age. Just putting ink on the brush from the Tim Holtz. What's this one? This one is Antique Linen. Antique Linen. Just brushing it over really, putting a little bit of ink on a brush. Just to give it a little bit of depth, okay? A little bit of age to it. Because don't forget, this isn't the original one. This is the one cast from the mould I made. Right, so that one looks a little bit better. Giving a bit of age, I like that. I might give her a little bit of age as well. On the edges. Okay, she's got a bit of age to her as well now. And then let's finally give this little chap a bit of age, this little Cracker Jack toy. Don't worry, if you go wrong or you don't like the look of this, you can just paint right over it. Just a light dusting, I'm only doing the front. But there you go, I've given him a little bit of age too. Okay, in places. Right, I think they look great. They look fabulous. Where are they going to go? Oops. Put the lid back on, shall we? Let's pop that out of the way. Where are they going to go? Oops. Okay, so we've got the card. I haven't stuck them in, obviously. I've just put them there as a maybe, And I'll just put these in as a maybe as well, okay? I'm gluing nothing until I've finished fiddling about. Okay, so they are just there. Okay. Right, what should we do next? What shall we do next? Right. What I've also got is I've got these dice that I got from the antique shop. I have no idea what sort of dice these are. Okay, they've got card symbols on them. I really don't know, but I can spare a couple of those for this project as well, because it's all about toys and games. So there you go. They can go somewhere. Maybe down at the bottom. We'll see. We'll see. I have marbles. Okay, a couple of marbles that I've found. They will be able to go on the bottom as well. Just putting them there for... I've got that dobber of a marble. It would be a nice way to display that one, actually. Isn't it a shame that it's just all cracked and bashed with the weather? But, yeah, I can probably use that one in there somehow. What else have I got? You know what? I've got a big doll's head with the teeth. And an idea that I thought of, actually, which, well, where's the other? I've got these plastic eyes. So you can buy eyes, but these are plastic ones. You can see the difference. The ones that I found are round, but you can buy little plastic eyes. Okay, so I have got some plastic eyes. And I thought, shall I stick eyes on her? But I thought, well, you know what? Why don't we just very unneatly cobble together a face from some other bits and pieces that we've got. Not make it match, not sand it down, not join it precisely, but, you know, just sort of put pieces together like so, and then add an ear underneath or over or something, and then just put that. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it instead of talking about it. I'm just going to do it. So first of all, I'm going to heat the glue gun up, and then I'm going to come back and sort of cobble this head together. It won't fit exactly because it's all from 1, 2, 3, 4 different heads. Okay, but yeah, why not? Something a little bit different. Right, my hot glue gun is playing up, so I'm just going to try and fix these eyes on quickly with a little bit of the remaining glue that's in that gun, that'll come out that gun. Okay. Just putting her eye on. Hopefully there'll be enough glue to be able to get out of this horrible, rotten, broken glue gun. There we go. Oh, I've had to replace the printer this week as well, so with everything going wrong, it's a bit costly. Okay. There we go. She's very spookily got her eyes there. Okay, let's now... Should we fit the head and then the ears behind? I think we will. Right, we'll stick this head on here like this. Okay. Obviously the different, they don't go together. We're just making them go together. Okay, right, let's see. Very difficult when your glue gun doesn't work. So it... Oops. Okay, so far so good. This poor little cobbled together girl. I don't want to make it look like it was all meant to be together, you know what I mean? You could nip it and sand it and fill it and all that business. I don't want that. I want to put together the pieces that I've found. Okay, so put that on the outside or the inside? Let's have a look. Wait, might put it on the outside. Might put that one on the outside. Okay. Oh gosh, this glue gun. I'm sorry, I'm just going to have to squeeze the glue. Okay. Sorry. Okay. You know, it's the oddest thing you've ever seen. I know. I realise this. Okay, what should we do with this big ear? Sort of like that. Yep. Right, let me just have another look where it fits. Sorry, that's going to go under there. It's going to touch down there. It's going to touch up there. Okay, one sec. It's not so bad if I push the glue down. Okay, I am just going to put a little bit of E60 just on certain little joints on there, just because I want that to not fall apart. Okay, but what do you think? Is that like the weirdest thing you've ever seen? Right, it is. Yeah, it is the weirdest thing you've ever seen, but I like it. Maybe should have done it for Halloween, but I like it. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 4 old dolls. You know. What does it say? What's that thing say? In these moments, time stood still. Well, these were 4 dolls from probably 4 different children, more than likely. 4 different children. When they were playing with these, the moments did stand still, didn't they? Okay, I'm just going to add, you don't see me do this, but I am just going to put bits of this E6000 on this just to hold it permanently. Right, I'm going to put a little ball chain onto this poor headless horseman here. Okay, he's got an arm missing on there, which is a perfect little stump to just glue the end of that ball chain on, because it's got a hole there, so that hole can just go there and we can glue that on there nicely. Okay, so let's do that. Let's move that 1 second. So let's put a bit of glue onto there. Okay, so that's all I've done. Glued that chain on. Won't hold it by that chain just yet, so it does feel quite solid. Okay, right, that's no time for that now. Right, okay, so I think I did decide on that cotton reel there. Okay, and those cards on it. Okay, because it does give it the depth, it does make it stand forward. I just need to make sure that head would fit there. Let's move. Oops. Right, so those can go there, that head can go there, right. First of all, I will put a little bit of 6000 because I don't want that falling off with it being on the back. So, good wedge of the permanent glue. And I know I repeat a lot what it is, but people still ask what glue I use. So, there you go. And this is just my horrible glue gun that works sometimes and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, I'm going to pop that there. My cards. Put a bit of my temperamental glue on there. Okay, so then we've glued those old cards into position there. Now, let's have a look at these. So that big chap can go Sorry, let me just move this over a smidge. He can go there. She could go there. Okay. That little one. At a little bit of an angle. She could go up there. Maybe going that way actually. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. And the horse, I wanted to hang from up here, but I won't do it just yet. I wanted to hang it from here down. I won't do that just yet. And then I'm going to put on some other little toys on the bottom. So yeah, I think they're going to go there. So let me just glue those on. There we go, he's glued on. Little frozen Charlotte's glued on. There you go, little head, it's glued on. Let's have a look what that looks like. Okay. Yep, so far so good. It's hard to hold it up like that. Marble. Dice. 3 marbles, always better than 1. Right, sure. I'm not going to put the horse on just yet. Right, so we'll put those on when we're finished, I think. Now for the, I'm going to hold that up there. We're not, so we're not going to hold that up there. I'm just going to put that in sideways. Put her to the back and I'm going to glue it in. I'm definitely going to glue it in because she's quite heavy. Oops. Oops, I should have put the 6,000 on first. Okay, just give that a second. I like that metal corner. I might put another one in, sort of a floating one at the front here, in sort of just inside like that. I think that looks nice. Okay, a little floating corner. Sorry, I'm just going to put some glue on the edge. See if that works. You can always pull it off if it doesn't. Glue strings everywhere. You know what? I quite like that. I like that fact that that corner is mimicking the one from up there, copying the one from up there. Okay, I think she's probably dry enough to be able to pick that up now. Okay, so there we go. We've got our head, our cards, our little toys. Right, I tell you what, I'm just going to put everything in here now, and I think that we're done, really. So some marbles. I can add more marbles to that as I'm going to get them. I've got an aligob here. We can have an aligob or a gobby, whatever you want to call it, a jacks. 2 little dice. How should we have those? No, tell you what I want to glue that horse. Let me glue that horse on first, sorry. Right, let's give this horse a bit of a go. Let me see where I want it. This might work, this might not work. I might end up taking it off, but it's just an idea I had. Okay, it's dried, and that was the effect that I wanted. I wanted the horse to be hanging down in there. Okay. Right, let's add everything else. So we'll put the marbles in. I'm not going to put these in permanent because I could change these out for other marbles if I wanted to. We've got an alley gob there. That's a little toy thing. Those little vintage dice that I found at the charity shop. Anything else? There's other... Oops. Oh no, the horse fell down. Oh, how am I going to glue that up there? Oh, it's because, you know what? I need to put the permanent glue on there. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to fix that with permanent glue. I'm going to go make my tea and come back so it'll be properly attached. You won't know, of course. It will just look like a mere second. Right, change of plans. I'm not going to do the sticking of the glue on there just because it wouldn't hold on that glass. I don't think. Right, okay, so what I have done is I just placed it in. I've just merely placed it in like that. I've not glued it. Could do, but I've just placed it in. I think that looks okay. I have glued 3 of those dies together. You should always try and do things in 3s if you can. Right, I think I'm going to glue everything in, you know. So let's... Because otherwise, every time I move it, the whole thing will fall apart. So that can go there. What we'll have in the back? Could he go at the back, do you think? No, because you can't see him. But you could see him if he went there. Okay. Still see everything if he goes there. So let's just pop a little bit of glue on his feet. In this little toy box. Okay. No, we don't need any more heads in, do we? I don't think. What else have we got? Alley gobs. Got a couple of alley gobs. In fact, I've got that one that I moulded. I did a mould of one and made one. I just use the real ones. Maybe not. Of course, this is the hardest part, deciding what's going where. Okay, that big marble can definitely fit there. That marble and that marble. So let's glue those in. Oops. So we move it a little bit further over here. Okay, that's that one glued in. Let's put a little dab there and a dab there for that marble and that one. Okay, so I think it's filling up nicely with little toys and games. And those there. Right, you know what? I think I'm done. I'm just going to pop a little bit of glue on for that. For that one. A little bit of glue for that, just so that I can move it about and it's not going to fall. Okay. Okay, that felt like a super, super quick make, okay? But it was a true head scratcher because I thought, how on earth am I going to get this to look anything like anything decent that I would put on my wall or put on my shelf? So anyway, I think I've done it. I think we've succeeded here. And we've made a little toy and game chest thing, okay, for toys and games. So just a quick look here. In these moments, time stood still when you're playing games or playing with your doll or playing with your toys. Okay, did a little bit of decoupage in that corner. It looked nice. It looks nice through the glass, and it also looks nice from the inside. Just gives it that little bit of age. So if we open up that there, we've got the doll, the Frankenstein doll. We've got Ali Gobs. We've got the lead toy soldier. Let me just tilt it back a little. We've got the 1933 playing cards. The decoupage is probably about 1937, 38, 39, something like that. We've got those vintage dice at the back. Those are very old, bought from the same antique shop as I bought the cards. Excuse me. And then we've got the three little doll's head, the little Cracker Jack toy, and the little Frozen Charlotte. And a little corner here to match that little corner at the back there. And bobbins for feet. Okay, just some cotton bobbins for feet. And I think you'll agree that that looks amazing. Not going to lie, I did think this one was going to be a non-starter. As you see, I don't know what you've seen in this video, but there was a few times I thought, oh no, this is not going well at all. But as per usual, we've managed to do something spectacular, and here it is. This is the toy box full of fun and games. Honestly, sometimes I don't know how I managed to pull it together, but thank you everybody for your ideas. As you see, I drew upon a couple of the ideas that you gave me. So, in a moment, I'm going to be picking another item and I'm going to be putting it on Facebook, and I'm going to say, please help me. So always check on the Facebook page for Manchester Mudlarks, because I'm going to say, what can I do with these things? What can I make out of it? And this toy box, game box thing was a brilliant idea. It was a head scratcher, I'm not going to lie, but it was still great. So please, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe. Please press that like, and please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you thought of this one. Yeah, I know that head looks a little bit spooky, but you know what? It was easy. It was a little fun little make.